Hey guys, what's up? This is Smooth from Smooth Coaching, and a lot of people ask me here, okay? Alright, dude, she likes me back. What now? What's next? Okay, so how do you level up your relationship? We all have different reasons for doing game. Some want to feel more confident about their own bodies, and some want to feel more wanted by people. And some want to have more fun. Some want to be in a serious relationship also. And while some want to explore themselves by meeting lots of new people, meeting lots of girls. Alright, so whatever the reason is, it doesn't freaking matter as long as you do no harm to others. But it is most likely that you get to a point where you feel like you're ready to be in a long-term relationship. Alright, so it is no freaking surprise that one freaking day we might meet the person that we always wanted to have in our lives. Alright, it sounds like a little dramatic, but it's 100% true. Alright, so you can be engaging in your usual interaction with either new or familiar faces, and then a thought suddenly strikes your brain. Okay, I want something more than this. But before you jump into that serious relationship, make sure you know of these things first. Okay, do I really want to do this with her? Am I sure about what I want to happen? Because a relationship doesn't start with, okay, I like her, and then boom, she likes me too. And then we all hope it's as easy as that. But there are other things to consider. Are you really sure about her? Before that, can you distinguish physical attraction, chemistry, and connection? Let's start with that. We all know physical attraction is when you're captivated by someone's appearance. Say their face, the way they dress, and the way they talk, or even their smell. These characteristics might lead you to want sexual intimacy with them. In short, the way you judge people in game, whether you want to know her or not, that starts with physical attraction. You can say it's like a surface level of attraction with someone. That's why not every mutual attraction thrives, alright? Not every girl you encounter leads to a serious relationship. Some are short-lived for fun only relationships. I'm sure before you consider her to be your girlfriend, you are already 100% sure that you are attracted to her. Probably why you approach her for a conversation anyway. Meanwhile, chemistry is an intense or strong attraction between the two people. This is because of how much they agree on the majority of their opinions. And this goes beyond physical attraction because it is more about mental connection. Alright, chemistry helps people to grow towards each other. There can be a feeling that your bond is so close that you already believe that you think and feel the same things, okay? When you've been doing the game for quite a time or quite some time, you're likely to encounter someone who just feels united with you, all right? Someone who agrees on a lot of things with you, all right? This will make you feel more entertained because you find a lot of things funny for the two freaking of you, all right? So connection on the other hand is established on shared experiences over time. This means that connection is a combination of physical, mental, and emotional intimacy. All right, you experience a deep and more serious level of connection with someone if there are multiple shared experiences to begin with. We talk about how important this is even during the first interaction. This is because we end up wanting to be with someone more often when there's a connection. Okay? Otherwise, conversations is rather freaking dull. Alright, now we distinguish these three from each other, but why it is so hard for us to separate one from the other? We looked at it closely. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Alright, a person can be attracted to another based on two freaking things, okay? The physical appearance and one's inner traits, okay? Let's say guy number one usually starts a relationship when he's physically attracted to a person, and guy number two starts his attraction with a person because of inner traits, okay? He can be more drawn to the way a person thinks and how that person is similar to him. After attraction, that's when both chemistry and connection happens naturally, right? It's so freaking hard to separate chemistry and connection because both of these happen only when you're attracted to a person. Okay, it's so good to be in a serious relationship, but don't let your guard down. Okay, I know it might sound a bit harsh, but love, although, can make you toss and turn on your bed at night. It's not supposed to make you lose yourself and act like freaking crazy for a person. Okay, what's that word? Obsession. All right, obsession. That's the word that perfectly fits, okay? Don't obsess over a person. I've watched other dating videos online, and there are several of them who claim that you shall not let the girl rule you. She must not make you put in a lot of effort, okay? You shouldn't even lift a finger. Just sit there and wait till she comes crawling for your presence, okay? Hell freaking no. Hell no. Some might argue that it's just about equality, letting yourself be chased and letting girls chase you. But the more I replay those videos, the more I see one thing. Sounds like an inferiority complex to me, okay? I'm all for the idea that boys deserve to be wanted too, of course, okay? No question asked. But I hope these speakers hear themselves when they blubber about you should act when you want a relationship. Okay, you should make sure that it happens on your terms. Here's the truth. Getting yourself a girlfriend is easy. You know what's hard? The part where you have to meet girls, talk to them, connect with them, and all that. All right, that's what game is all about. All right, the relationship part, it's comes naturally. All right, it is not something that is forced. It happens between two people who come to a conclusion that I want this person and I want more than this. You don't have to try so freaking hard to make her feel inferior to you. That doesn't even matter to two people who want to be together because they see themselves as equal. Alright, so we have to stop obsessing over the idea that if I don't put her in a place she might think she has the upper hand in the relationship. Oh no, this relationship thingy might not work on my terms. What's that supposed to mean? Relationship only function properly when two freaking people work hand in hand to be together and to make things work for them. If you are aiming for the healthy relationship in which we should, alright, you're not supposed to think of tricky ways to be the boss of the relationship, alright? If we hate people who make relationship more of dictatorship, then we shouldn't do the same, okay? Not to sound dramatic, but our parents and grandparents, those who are still in a loving relationship, do not wake up each day and create competition. Today, I must work really freaking hard to be the boss. Alright, this relationship should work on my terms, okay? Sounds so pathetic, sounds obsessive, manipulative, and toxic to me. Alright, so a relationship is not a business negotiation. Businessmen who sit down for a meeting aim to put themselves in a strategically good position for their business. Alright, so they set terms, they present what they can offer and demand, alright, what they want based on what they think is beneficial on their part. However, it is not the same with the relationship because businesses can be tricky and it's all about strategy, all right? So they think of ways to maximize profit with little capital investment, okay? They aim for a little damage and little effort from their part, so they present ideas to make things favorable to them. In a relationship, that should not be the case. A relationship is a connection. It's a connection between two people who want to make things work for both of them. It isn't about strategies to make things work for them individually. All right, that's why some people call relationship teamwork, because you're not supposed to drag down your partner. Okay, to reiterate my point about not letting your guard down in a relationship, I meant that you shouldn't be obsessive. Okay, you are high freaking value person. Okay, just as much as your partner is, just as much as you don't want to be bossed around, then you should do the same too, right? If time comes where you feel like you are being looked down, the best thing to do is to talk things out. That's why good communication matters in a relationship. Before entering a relationship, make sure to define it again. Remind yourself that a relationship is not a tricky business negotiation, that you have to certainly win and drag the other down to feel superior. Okay, it's so freaking stupid. All right, a real high value person doesn't work to make another person to be low value. Instead, they focus on what they think or what they can do better for themselves and other people and the people around them. Okay, I know this video didn't turn out the way you expected it to be, but this is a gentle reminder to not to be pathetic, obsessive, manipulative, and of course, toxic. Okay, I wanted to raise this because the information that you can access online is massive, and they feed us with all sort of ideas. Some are healthy and some are not. I've watched game videos about this, and it is very alarming that people are injected with unhealthy ideas. Watch out how much information you let yourself be controlled. Don't walk around making people feel inferior. Love is our most basic human value and also our highest potential. Don't forget your humanity in search for success. Okay, so I hope you learned something here. Don't forget to download Smooth Attraction for free when you visit smoothcoach.com. Stay tuned for more here at Smooth Coaching. All right, I gotta go, guys. This is Smooth from Smooth Coaching, creating a better you, one step at a time.